All right, good afternoon. We're going to get some repairs done to the old gahl BD 650 today. Well, I should say we're going to start working on them because some of them might take a minute. Like, one of the major things is at the very end of the season, I had the bed lifted up a little bit with the dump truck backed up to it. And when the dump truck was dumping, the bed of the truck pushed down on this bed, and it either blew the lift cylinders in it or it blew the valve in the controller up here. So we got to figure that out. We also have a hydraulic leak up here going to the drive on the side when the lines got pinched and it's leaking, so we got to fix that. And we got a couple electrical things. Do some rewiring in here. They had the start button off this little push button, and this push button failed, but I don't know why they just didn't have the machine to start off of this key, which we're going to wire it to start off the key, get rid of this little push button. And then we're going to wire in this pump. We're going to wire a pressure regulator into that pump so I can just turn it on, and when it builds up with pressure, the regulator kicks that pump off, versus right now the pump always runs. The guys leave the switch on and the pump always runs, and it runs the battery dead, and the machine is dead halfway through the job because of it, because the generator in it can't keep up with charging the batteries. It can't charge it as fast as that pump is pulling voltage off it. So we're going to get that pressure regulator installed. We're going to fix this wire and get this so the key starts the engine, not that stupid push button. Trying to figure out, is it the cylinders? If it's the cylinders, we're going to take them off and send them out to get repaired, or we'll have to get this valve repaired if that's what it is. Find a valve or a little control valve up here. All right, let's start with this switch.
Everybody fall in line, shake your shimmy like I shake mine upstairs. Upstairs. Well, ain't good looking boys, but a nice upstairs. Well, I got a gal little long and tall, sleeps in the kitchen with her head in the hall upstairs. Boys upstairs. Well, ain't good looking boys, but a nice upstairs. Come on, baby, let's have a little tea. Nobody, honey, but you and me upstairs. Upstairs. Well, ain't good looking boys, but a nice upstairs. Wobble over here, wobble over there, wobble little baby honey everywhere upstairs. Upstairs. Well, ain't good looking boy, what a nice upstairs. Well, I ain't got nothing but a tumble down shack. Hey, pretty baby, won't you hurry back upstairs? Upstairs. Well, ain't good looking boy, what a nice upstairs.
All right, let's see how that's going to work for us. Perfect. All right. She's back. This will read the pressure inside of the fuel system, the diesel sprayer system, and when the pressure gets high, this will shut off a relay, which will shut the pump off. So it'll only kick on when they squeeze the little trigger here and pressure comes off the system, then the pump will kick on. That's how I get. And the pump won't run until somebody grabs the nozzle. That's how you get the pump to not always run. Where's the relay at? Unless there's a number on there and it's so small and I can't read it, what the heck? Well, we're gonna try it without the relay. I found a schematic for this is wired straight to this pump, ground through it, just the ground. Let's try it. That'll save me a lot of hassle on wiring, I'll tell you that. It works so much better, so much faster. Just gotta be careful. It'll really heat things up and melt stuff. Alright, pump. Gotta pull real quick. Make one for the ground now. Pump's running. This question is gonna kick off. Is it normally open or normally closed? I guess that matters, huh? Oh, I get the wrong switch. Alright, let's give it a try. I went and I bought a valve that's adjustable, so I can adjust it down to like 2 psi. But it wasn't working right. Alright, so she kicked on and kicked off. Let's see here. Oh, it's kicking on and kicking off. Like she should be. Alright, now I don't have to worry about the guys leaving that pump on. Running the battery dead. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Alright. Next. We'll just push her back in there. Keep it up under this dry. Be alright. What is next? Now to just kind of clean it up on this, I think, and maybe get the exhaust fixed. That's about it, I think. Oh, I gotta fix the propane tank so it stays on. I gotta fix the screed heater too. So let's get working on the screed heater. These things always come loose, man. Always. Always, always, always. Alright, working. We gotta clean that screed out, that's for sure. Like there's so much gas stuck in there. It was backfeeding. The ends get clogged up with material. The ends down here. And the guys don't ever clean them out, so we'll get that cleaned out. Alright, what's next? Propane's fixed. Pump is fixed. This is just going to be the backup anyways, who knows if we'll end up using it a lot. You never know. I'm fixing it. Let's see if we can figure out if it's this valve or the cylinder. So we're going to switch the lines around, put those on a known good valve. Oh shit. Fuck. Oh. Wasn't paying attention. The next one over was the screed, and I had the screed up. Oh man. Come on, man. All right, let's get this outside. We're gonna scrape this old asphalt out of it, throw a load of gravel in it, and see if it lifts. If it lifts, then it was the valve. If it doesn't lift, it's the cylinders. in there. Let's say 2 ton. And it won't lift. I mean, I'll turn the idle up a little bit and try it, but I'm pretty sure we're taking the cylinders out of the way.
About shot myself in the face with that. Oh.
All right, it is time to get the bed cylinders, the hopper, the bed cylinders installed. I sent these out to get torn down and rebuilt, the old ones. They were in pretty bad shape. Part of the piston had blown apart. It was in 3 different pieces. They quoted me $1,200 to rebuild these 2 cylinders. And I was like, no way, dude. I can buy them brand new. 200 a piece, so 400 for brand new ones. The only difference is, and I don't think it'll be a problem, these ones, the hydraulic lines came out the side, and these ones, the hydraulic lines come out either the top or the bottom. I think we'll have them in the bottom. I don't think it'll be a problem. I think we have plenty of room. I'll show you what I'm talking about when you'll be able to see. It'll be easier to see once we get them in, but when the bed lowers, the lines will be down here, or the hydraulic cylinders will be down here, and the lines will be underneath the cylinder. I don't think they're going to hit anything down here. I think we got plenty of room, so I don't think it matters that the lines will be on the bottom of the cylinders. Yeah, $1,200 to rebuild, $600 a cylinder. It's crazy. We're probably, I don't know, maybe one was 800 and the other one was 400, but still 400 for 2. We're going that direction. Also, at some point, somebody had, you see this little arm here? It's a safety to catch this bed if you're under here working on it. Problem is, if you forget to put those down and then you lower the hopper, it pushes down on those, and somebody has done it in the past, and they cut this one off, and it bent that part of the frame down. So now what happens is, when you leave material here in front of the machine, see that hanging down? That catches asphalt, and asphalt piles up on top of that. So we got to fix that. We got to get that height raised back up. We're going to have to cut this and then raise it, weld it back together, so that is higher than this. So that's not catching asphalt anymore. Asphalt just piles up in here because of it. So we're going to fix that while we're fixing all this. It's get the steel on the cylinders installed, and get that repaired.
Always been more punk rock than one drop. Spent 26 nights at a truck stop, cause I've never been a type that punch clocks. Took my whole damn life in a lunchbox. Been good times and tough talk, hard lines and bug shots, but a new achievement's unlocked with the beats that make your trunk rock. Ain't so bad, it's no bad till you gotta go back home with your broke ass. Then you gotta mow grass cause you got no cash, even though you just played shows that were so packed. Won't break till I hear that bone snap, won't stop till I'm as dope as George Jones, Boss Gags, and Rolling Stone, Topaz.
Go that slow, if you don't have one, you're always home. Rolling, lonesome road, if you don't have one, you're always home.
Big dreams and no means, long roads and no sleep. Wheels on the concrete. Dreams and no means, long roads and no sleep. Wheels on the concrete.
No home when I go home, ain't got a place to call my own, so I just lay low. Kids with halos let me crash when I blow up pesos. They know that it all gonna come right back. Pull the rabbit from the hat, yeah, proof like that. Our cup runneth over, so now every time we look back, we get up until laugh. Been at it for years, been all over the map. The growth exponential, yeah, you do the math. I'm humbled by all of the people who open their homes to a vagabond holding his grass, so thank you.
We keep it moving, so it's time to hit the road. But y'all the only reason that I'm even coming home. I'm a
Roll that slow, if you don't have one, you're always home. Rolling, lonesome road, if you don't have one, you're always home.
Big dreams and no means, long roads and no sleep. Wheels on the concrete. Dreams and no means, long roads and no sleep. Wheels on the concrete.
No rest for the weary, clearly. That's why I'm on the road every other day yearly. Because staying home works less than my hearing. We drive all night like golden earring. Learning, but it's burning, searing. Humbled by that earnest feeling. Turning, but there's no one steering. But I have no other way of dealing. I'm sorry that I missed your birthday. Please don't take it personally. Wanna be home in the worst way, but it's all in the work day. Can't wait till I hit that warm bed and catch a cold shower when the tour ends and get a back rub from my girlfriend, but it's a long way home from Portland.
Roll that slow, if you don't have one, you're always home. Rolling, lonesome road, if you don't have one, you're always home.
Alright, she's not the prettiest, but hold it back together. All where it should be. Let's get this side cleaned up and inspected back there. I'm going to think that this side has done the same thing, broke loose. We're going to need to fix it. Same way we did the other side. All right, it's time to bring this video to an end. I am done working on this thing. Look how clean it is under there. That's the cleanest it's ever been under there. I got that whole thing lifted up the way it's supposed to be. It came up like probably 2 inches, maybe more. And then I, for good measure, welded that little piece of steel down there. And all that does is when the guys dump into the paver, if they keep the dump bed up too long, it fills this hopper full of material and then it overflows into the front of it. Well, you can run that over as long as the pile isn't too big. And the problem was when I was running it over, like I was showing you, it was getting caught, hung up in there, and the whole thing was filling full of material. So we took care of that. Got the new cylinders installed. They're working great. I tested the machine outside. It's working great. And we got the minor things done. Like one thing that's always driving me crazy is not having a fuel pressure regulator switch on that fuel pump back in there. So we got that done. Oh, and this too. This tank was always falling off, so we welded that little bracket on there. Tank's holding on like it should. Got the starter wired on the key. That's it. She's ready to go to work. All right. Still working on a video for that. Hopefully we're gonna have that truck out this season. It's getting pretty close. I took it for a test drive the other day with the automatic transmission and everything. Worked great. Also just took out the new paver out on a job, on a millings job, and it worked pretty good too. Working on a video for you guys on that one. So go ahead and like and subscribe, man. Let's see you in the next one.